taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I do it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalif. Bring up in the. Ain't no stay so bad, baby. TGOD, baby, no, that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got gang in the building, we taking it over.
Trees yelling timber, stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time, face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen, a boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
Whoa.
Welcome to the Broadway.
How the fuck you out here going tit for tat?
How the fuck you out here going tit for tat?
How could I miss that?
Morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. No, we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due, I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo poor, so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started. On
first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Tua sets up to pass it, being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on second and 8. Tua. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. He'll get it inside the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 39 yards there. A big one. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Mostert is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now third and goal coming up. The loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on third and goal. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert
From 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. From the 6. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Beathard. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Here we go. Here we go. Right, 60. Little check. Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Ready.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the ready. Hey, Fred. Fred, cycle. Field blue.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Touchdown! Cedric Wilson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On the move past the 40. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
Second down and goal. Lawrence to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
Hey, Joseph. Let's go. Hey, hold it.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. The left side completion to Jones. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 77 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Okay, break. Faster, faster. Hit.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Corey Peters there to bring him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. That really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation, time in the film room, it translated into a big play. They put points on the board for their team.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. Mostert bringing in the quick throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Tua going to throw. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
Okay, ready?
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 14-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
ETN up the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. A give running right, ETN. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Jones will come now in motion right. On 3rd down, Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Lawrence will throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to the ground with ETN. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. ETN bringing in another one. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run with Etienne. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Here's Lawrence. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
Here's Tua. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Man, you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Tagovailoa. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now Tua. His throw caught right around the 6. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tua. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number 1 running option that you've scouted and take away their number 1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Tua to throw. And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
Now receiver in motion left. One final try for Tagovailoa, and it's incomplete. They needed 8. They only got 6 here in the final seconds as the 2-point conversion fails. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed in intermission. They come out, they have a big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
Hey, that is our user, nigga. Stop it. Nah, this nigga was trash, though. Shouldn't have been this close at all. Sorry ass nigga, bro. He is so trash.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today, we're set for a good
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck holding the like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater, let them.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here's Demir Berg to return from his end zone. They'll start by running the option to the right. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss him.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got a man complete. There he goes left side. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Patterson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. The underdog here showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Ready. Check hit. Smash, red, yellow, one.
On first down, Tagovailoa. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Triple 38.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped, taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 71 yards. And the Falcons take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Ritter will throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their 2nd touchdown of this first half. They went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, they're only up 12-0. One extra point on the other side can ultimately beat you if they score twice.
Let's go now. Flag 2. Yellow. Ready?
2 and now on first down. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start with the option. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Desmond Ridder doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback?
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays again.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. They'll look to throw here. And he fires one, but incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Watch out, 50 Fury. Field, black, red, cycle, check white.
Here's Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit.
White, 60. Opposite, green, black walk.
It's a run with Mostert. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. Down the right sideline. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And they'll get this down to the 10. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. 10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
red, yellow, white, white, blaster, stick, mega.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He sets to fire deep. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tanner Conner, 43 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
I know this is a rough, rugged game played by really, really tough guys. But that throw, absolutely lovely. What a deep ball by the quarterback.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Oh, he doesn't quite make it down at the 1-yard line. As close as he could possibly get, but still, what a return. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. With the ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Patterson, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons would extend their lead here just before halftime. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get to and jump in the course. Follow the core and I'm back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data's I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard they was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on time and it's where I belong. Like it ain't
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Running right through him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hall again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 2 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The 2 Wilsons, Zach and Garrett teaming up there. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Third down, here's Pierce. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
They're going to try and throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Pierce pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Back to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Philip Dorsett. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap and again to Carter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 37 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they tried for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. Now Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of this.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get him done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. Now Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Hall. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 30 on 2nd down, Wilson. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, 30 yards. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did. They didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Touchdown, Houston. Philip Dorsett with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again is Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On first down, Wilson. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now back to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll throw now on the final play. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Take it in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. Room here to run. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce, 73 yards. And the Texans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Hall on a give up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Hall again on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis 36 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 103 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Moore, the man in motion. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Pierce will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. And now the Texans once again lining up to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 13 yards out. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
Back to throw again. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll give to Hall. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. second down.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here's Driscoll.
He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete.
And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9. And compounding things, it's now third down as well.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Driscoll.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
So the Texans will have the first opportunity here in the overtime session as we are back underway.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. To throw again on second down. Driscoll. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They'll look to throw here. And he's got Dorsett complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this. All the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not surprised it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Brought down on the play by the linebacker, Christian Harris.
And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Second and 5 now. Wilson.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Wilson going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. One of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute, I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That one caught downfield by Dorsett. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They're going to look to throw. Out to his... And he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Driscoll. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 13 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
So pretty interesting. They get the opening drive touchdown. They wanted a little more. They were looking for 8, maybe something they thought about before the game started, I would imagine.
I think you're right about that. That's discussed in your staff meeting. A decision is made. I think the head coach has to blueprint it and say, yes, let's go ahead and do that. In this case, though, let's give some credit to the guys on defense. They gave up the touchdown, but found a way to regroup and keep them at the end zone for the 2-point play.
Inside give to Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott off play action. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this is going to be intercepted. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 6-0 our score after 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Looking to throw. Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
They'll set up to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Driscoll. And his throw is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. To throw again on 2nd down. Driscoll.
The pass finds Mechie in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. John Mechie.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
47.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And Pierce gets it again on second down.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
In motion right, Dorsett. Going for it with Pierce.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On third down, he'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A first down throw for Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Cowboys are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Dorsett, the man in motion. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This ball caught by Mechie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. And the Cowboys are able to recover. First down, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And, partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but, man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Osa Odighizuwa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And now Lovie Smith sends the call out. They're going to go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, he'll fire this deep for Gallup. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few,
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Driscoll. And he rifles one incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are... Possession of the football. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott off play action. Steps away. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. On 2nd and very short, Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Here's Prescott. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that is incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A huge play there for Houston. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Throwing now is Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
And now this is going to depend on the spot, and they say he's just short. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. Well, it's been a struggle. He's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 11 yards there, 1st down. Prescott now. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Option play, and it's a handoff to Pierce. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent job on the keeper. 20 yards and a 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. So Houston going to come away here with the victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour, and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they can pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one.
Like, look how this nigga just slid, bruh. This nigga sliding. Look at this. Look at this shit. He just slid. Because if he were to turn like that in real life, that nigga would have tripped, bro. Look at this shit. He's done. He's done. But somehow this nigga stayed on, bro. I think if I would throw that bitch to the inside. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's a crazy throw. That throw is insane. Oh, this what it was. This shit. Kid, it's a to the left side. And got out of one man to beat. Cutting. Where you going, buddy? Oh, slant on his ass. And that boy's just out of there. He not even that fast. Who is that? Smith. Fuck is Smith? He's not that fast. I can't hear about this calling my name. That boy Jeff Driscoll. Dying shit. Ready to that bullshit, man. Bruh, that is not where I put the ball. Y'all see where I put the ball. Look at this shit. That's crazy. That is insane. It's time for a new beginning. Baby, if you're trying to win it. It's obviously an amateur hour on Madden.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or all like the stars where
Don't care, bro. That's 5. How much shit 5? Bro, that's a nigga who was doing that little bullshit. Bro, don't just be games, bro. I'm done, bro. I just be bullshit, bro. I'm really at that point. These niggas just ass on here. These niggas are terrible. I don't want to play no more. 2-hour stream of Madden. Whipping niggas' asses. Shake it like molasses. I don't wear my glasses. Now I'm finna catch my streak. I'm finna catch my L's. I don't even know how I got that many. This shit no more for real. Let's see how many I got, girl. Let me see. We got a bunch of tall niggas. We got a bunch of tall ass niggas in their receiving core. Shit, lucky is the Colts. Not the Browns. The Browns. Good shine. See this nigga to shine, man.
Translation, Yanni had to buy Yanni at Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Cover 2 on the first play. Crazy, man. Fuck wrong with him? Nah, that's wild. No adjustments either. Crazy, man.
But it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Oh. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that
Finna route up,
play number one.
Oh,
I
shit.
knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And they're going to get 2 more. He's got it. So that didn't take
Madden's trash in 4K.
Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go.
Cause I would be damn sure mad as hell if that bullshit happened to me.
Big shot right away. You don't
Cause
throw
what
a
the
jab
fuck?
after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
Ain't no way that nigga just did. Alright, bro. This game is terrible. This game is terrible.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. He finds his tight end Goddard. That's complete.
4K. 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 4K.
Sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Elliott good on the extra point, and this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Watson. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Browns. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as his guys are able to extend their lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
It'll be Hurts on the option. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The quick slant caught. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Sanders will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So part it was a passing game that drove him down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to 2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Browns drive about to get started. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Watson. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
In motion left goes a tight end. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down and 2.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. And here he's got Grant. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Go!
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Hurts finding Goddard there. First down, Philadelphia.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Here's Hurts to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. The final shot before the break, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, it resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the pass.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down. Back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this Browns defense stands tall. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Drop behind the line on a nice play by Deion Jones.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Touchdown, Eagles.
Quez Watkins.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Watson now to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On first down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
On first down, it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. They sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
To throw is Watson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, that'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle, complete. That's Grant.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They're going to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down.
Now Watson.
Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Watson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. Watson going to try and run it. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead, and also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained. And that's caught inside the 30. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
To throw, Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. Here's Schwartz bringing it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. In motion is Grant. From the 50, it's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, fourth down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Just a massive interception there, Charles, to keep this overtime going. And really, both defenses now have come up huge in this overtime.
How about one forcing the turnover on downs because you know that first possession, if you score a touchdown, that wins the game, and they went for it, and they kept them from getting it done, and then the other defense comes on the field, and they pick one off. Who's going to make the big play now on offense that can lead to a field goal that can win this game?
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles, so they came back in the